All right, Kaltenbrunner. He'll open things up for Team Vienna. A burner using the screen. Lenortner will let it fly. Two is on the way. Nope. Comes off strong. Foul on Moratti on the rebound attempt. He got tangled up with Milivojevic. So with the top scorer on the bench for Vienna, they're digging deep. Ivan Popovic. Missed it wide left, but look at him scrapping, scraping, grinding. Gets the rebound and gets the score to start things off for Partizan. While Partizan had played well this year, they won the Novi Sad Challenger, they won the Pont du Gard Challenger, the Lublin Challenger. Runners-up in Abu Dhabi, they have not won a Masters yet, and placed 8th in Wuxi. Meantime, Lenortner getting a quick step. He's out of there. Straight to the rack, 1-1. The Gladiator. He will miss, but recovers the miss. Persistence will pay off. Kaltenbrunner going to the drop step. The up fake. And a foul on the baseline. So I mentioned the shooting prowess of Partizan. 11 of 22 from the great beyond. Vienna will certainly have to match that firepower from long range. As Vienna connected on just 5 of 22 attempts. There's Moratti setting up shop. Pulled off a nice fake on Popovic. And make no mistake, Moratti making his transition to 3x3. This guy is a superb Austrian player in a 5-on-5 league. And it's been a nice add here in 2023. Meantime, the torpedo. Oh, nice spin move. Will recover the board and get the score to go. Partizan sticking with it. And for now, have a 1-point advantage. Got a whistle. That's a foul. Holding on Partizan. And as promised, I told you I was going to tell you more about Partizan and how things stand in the World Tour Final. Let's see how this play goes first. Then I might tell you. Kaltenbrunner. Weddy. 4-3. Torpizza. Trying to battle with Moratti. And that foul is called on the floor, not a shooting foul. But here's how things look for Partizan. If they win this quarterfinal, they'll jump to 9th in the World Tour standings, past Lausanne, who was ousted yesterday, and past Idol Raudon Hoptrans, who will play in Hong Kong. They could leave Manama 8th in the standings if they finish 3rd or better. Speaking of Partizan, if they win the whole thing, they could rocket all the way up to 7th. They would be in the money. Oh, Moratti, nice adjustment. Stefanovic trying to sneak in there and snag the rebound. That was poked away from him. He actually touched it last, so this is going to be Vienna ball. And Diggs will play. I wasn't certain if he'd be able to play. So 13 points, the leading scorer for Vienna. Diggs not looking 100%. It's Milivojevic strong to the cup. Here comes Diggs. He'll hand it off. Kaltenbrunner way out in the deep end. Nothing happening there. Lenortner staying scrappy, keeps it alive. Kaltenbrunner using the screen from Lenortner. He'll move left. A foul is called. Offensive foul. Moving screen called. I think Lenortner was expecting Kaltenbrunner to let that fly. Instead, Partizan will take over in a 4-4 tie. 2.5 minutes into quarterfinal number 2 here in Manama. Popovic. He pulls up. That one goes begging. Out of bounds it'll go. Right over the Chooks to Go sign. Speaking of Chooks to Go, big thank you to our global partners, Chooks to Go, our ball and apparel sponsor, Wilson, our official timekeeper, Maurice Lacroix, as well as our official suppliers, Magic Sky, Inlio, Skelda Sports Bode. What a team. What a team. Back to a 4-4 contest, and the stroke was broke from the Nortner. Popovic quickly swings it over to the Gladiator, who finds the torpedo on the cut. Sets him up for the easy score. And a slight lead for Partizan. What a hesitation move by Kaltenbrunner. He wanted an unsportsmanlike foul. He's just going to get a common foul. It was in the process of the shot, so Kaltenbrunner will head up to the stripe. So Vienna, who shot 6 free throws day one. They made 5 of them, so here in Manama, they shot them pretty well. We won't see them up to the stripe until after we come out of this TV timeout. Our first dead ball after the 7-minute mark. I believe that was ruled a shooting foul. So far, we see Hangzhou advance to the semifinals. We will now find out who their opponent will be. And the stakes very high for Partizan, trying to improve their World Tour final standings. This being their last opportunity. We will not see Partizan in Hong Kong. So this is it. Carlton. Activity though, saves the possession. Oh, the near hookup with the Nortner, not quite enough, and then the Nortner gets called for the foul. That is the 6th on Vienna. No more to give. A low-scoring affair to this point. About a third into this 10-minute sprint. Stretch with the rock from the elbow. And another quick foul as Kaltenbrunner and Lenortner have some words. I don't know what they said, but I'm guessing they said settle down. No need to take unnecessary risks. Trying to get steals and things like this at this point in the game. It's still early, and they're already in the penalty. Talking about 6:42 left in this game and 7 fouls on Vienna. And Stefanovic, cash from the stripe, 2 for 2. And lead is up to 3 now. The deuces right between the eyebrows of Popovic. Milivojevic, nope. A lot of contact on that rebound. There's a whistle. That's the 5th on Partizan. Vienna with a 22-11 record to this point in the season. 19.4 points per game, giving up 16.7. Have already locked down a place in the World Tour final. That's locked in. But when it comes down to the money matters, they want to move up and get as high as 2nd, which will bring them a $40,000 bonus. Several other teams competing for that too as well. Lehman and Amsterdam, High Pro. Nothing guaranteed at this point in the season, except for their spot in the World Tour final. Oh, Milivojevic, one-legged fader. There's some of that barbecue chicken he was telling me about yesterday. He was excited about the quarterfinals. They in a battle here with Vienna, though. One more foul to give for Partizan. They're at 5. Do have a 2-point lead. 10th in the World Tour standings coming in. Man down. Popovich falling all over the court. I keep on falling in. Stefanovic, he gets up to get down. 2 hands for safety. Partizan's lead still not safe. 9-7. Kaltenbrunner nearly tied it up. Popovich tracks it down in the corner. But wait a second. Technical foul on Vienna for complaining. So shooting themselves in the foot a little bit. They got more fouls than points. That's not good balance. Milivojevic, he will knock it down. Makes good use of the technical free throw opportunity. We got a 10-7 contest, 5:36 to go. Quarterfinal number 2. Kyle Montgomery, aka The Voice, is in your ear. Meantime, Popovich in the lane for the lay. Biggest lead of the game for Partizan at a 4-point advantage. Moratti wants a screen. Moratti will pull up. Rebound goes to Partizan. Gladiator. He gets shoved by Lenortner. I'm not sure if these are fatigue fouls or what, but it's not often you see 9 fouls in the first 5 minutes. We still got another half of this 10-minute sprint. They're on pace for 18 fouls if we went 10 minutes in. It's crazy. Stretch, nets. Stefanovic, good. Man, Stefanovic coming in with 12 points. He's connecting at the free throw line. It's up to 70% in the tournament. Moratti, too much sauce on a wide open look. And this is where Vienna, I know they're playing with 3.5 players. Diggs not 100%. But if they're going to make a run to get back in this game, time is of the essence. We are under 5 minutes to play. Still plenty of it left. Oh, beautiful spin move. Yes, Moratti. Quick as a Bugatti. 5-point contest from the corner to now, bro. Popovich will clear it himself. Gladiator. Bullet pass to Torbica. Nice connection between those two. Maintaining the 6-point advantage. Moratti draws the eyes of the defense. Oh, nice finish there from Lenortner. Off balance underneath the bucket. Torbica now will set up Popovich. Popovich with the stop. He couldn't pop though. Whistle now on Partizan. That is going to be their 6th. See, players with their hands on their knees. At this point in the season, of course, teams are tired. But a contest like this, you know, it tends to wear you down a bit. And you start to see some of those point-blank misses, some lapses in the defense. Milivojevic, he's in his fast lane. Kaltenbrunner setting up from deep, no. Rebound goes to Moratti. He will loft it inside to Kaltenbrunner. Still a 5-point game and some work to do for Vienna here in the quarters. Milivojevic gets the foul. Diggs called. Milivojevic a little bit heated. He's going to get a chance to cool off as we have a media timeout. They don't have a chance to go up to the free throw line. Milivojevic, quiet on the scoring charts. Dead last coming into day 2 with 9 points. Connected on two of his 5 two-point attempts. But it still has not gotten into his groove. He's not in takeover mode yet like we've seen him several times this year. First of 2 is good. That was actually the 10th foul on Vienna. Double penalty. That means 2 free throws and possession. So add an insult to injury already for Vienna. That 7-point deficit feels like a 15-point deficit, and it's getting worse. 18-10. This ain't much of a contest right now. .317 left, quarterfinal number 2. Winner meets with Hangzhou in the semis. This has been a one-sided affair. And if Vienna are going to make this interesting at all, they're going to need to hit a barrage of 2-pointers. This game's about as interesting as that Barbie movie. No good. Torbica, no. Moratti with a double cross. He will let it fly. An ugly shot. Stretch now with the tricky move. I'm not sure what that was. A running hook. Touches nothing, but with 2:41 left and an 8-point advantage, Partizan, they ain't too worried. They shouldn't be. This game looks like it'll be in the bag, barring an improbable comeback. It would be a legendary comeback if Vienna could somehow turn things around. In any case, we are moving right through day 2 from Manama. Big shout out to the LOC here, all of the local sponsors, in particular Bahrain Tourism. Now we're enjoying some 3x3 action. Lenortner, clear lane. Transition offense leads to a wide open look from Torbica. No, they didn't get the tip. Torbica ended up getting the tip. He brought his wallet. Moratti. Oh, these goals ain't loyal. That's an offensive foul. Torbica moving while setting the screen. And it looks like Partizan want a timeout. They want to talk things over and get some rest here to close the door on a limping Vienna team here in the quarterfinals. So Vienna was, by getting to the quarterfinals, they were already going to jump Lehman. Lehman idle in that number 2 spot in the World Tour standings. They're moving up to 2 regardless, but with Amsterdam High Pro trailing them just by 10 points. Also Antwerp Top Desk in the mix too. That number 2 spot is not going to be safe. If Amsterdam outperform them, they'll be the team moving up to 2. If Antwerp Top Desk outperform either of them or both of them, then they would be the team shooting up to 2. So a lot still to be decided. Millie, Voyer swish. That's your ball game, ladies and gents. 21-11. Ends before the limit. Team Partizan remain undefeated as they head into the semifinals, all set to clash with their brates of Hangzhou. Is Partizan due their first Masters title of 2023? I don't think it would be a shock, especially without having to contend with Team Oob, who did not make day 2.